Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I have an exciting video. At least I think it's exciting because I am really excited about the products, but I am sharing a taste test and review. So today I will be sharing my experience with the Ideal Oats, which are a protein oatmeal cup, like to go, cup, like easy. I guess, I don't really want to say instant oatmeal because it is definitely far from instant oatmeal. So first, let me tell you how I came to discover these products. On Instagram, I believe this company started following me, or I saw them on someone else's. I cannot remember, something like that, but it popped up as a notification on my, in my Instagram. And so I'd never heard of the company before, so I went into their Instagram, found their website, contacted them. So I just went in, they had an email address, so I went ahead and contacted them and asked them about their products and if they would be willing to send me something to do a review on them. I always, any company that I talk to, I always tell them that all my reviews will be completely honest, and if I do not like the product, then I am willing to send the products back, any unused products back, just to let them know that, I want to be honest about it and I'm not just trying to solicit for free products and all that. So this video is completely not sponsored. Like I said, I contacted them and asked them if they would send me some products, and all of my opinions are my own. So when I got a response back from Chris, and he was very, very kind and told me about the products, and he in no way even asked me to do any kind of review video. That was my idea. His main thing that he wanted to know was what I thought about the product, the taste, the texture. He was looking for some very honest feedback, because this is such a new product. I've not seen these in stores. On their website, I did not see anything about it being sold in stores. That is some follow-up questions I want to ask him, is if that's something that they plan on doing, or if it's going to be purely on their website. Are they ever going to sell it on Amazon? I mean, I'm just curious about those things because I am going to be very interested in purchasing these products. So there's a little preview of what I thought about the product. So I will be asking some of those follow-up questions with him, and I will try to, what I'll do is once I get some answers, I'll just put it in the comments down here or in the description box with some more information as I get that. But I want to get this video posted today, so I just want to have all those answers. But I do have a lot of information that I did receive and looked on their website, and then from my own experience. One of the things that I also wanted to share was that the ones I got were the first production, and they have since ran other productions. Another question I want to ask him is how many flavors they are planning on having, or are these just the only 3 flavors? Because right now the only 3 flavors are the apple cinnamon strudel, and a chunky peanut butter banana, and a creamy chocolate raspberry. It came with this little slip of paper that said to add boiling hot water, use the fill line as a guide, and do not microwave to avoid spillover. So that's what's nice about these cups, is you do not have to microwave them. I know a lot of people have some, pretty strong opinions on microwaves. Plus, this makes this very easy to do. One of the days that I did have this, I had it at work, and I just used the, I don't know if you guys have these at your work, but you have the water coolers that have a hot and a cold. I used the hot water out of the water cooler, and it was not boiling hot, but it still cooked it enough. So it's very easy. I mean, like, I could just bring these to work, and I wouldn't even have to use the microwave to even heat up my water ahead of time. I can just use the water out of there. Plus, our coffee maker machine there at work has a hot water spigot as well, and it's definitely hot enough to cook these oats. So keep that in mind as well. The ones I did at home, I just put some water in the microwave. You could also, if you have a Keurig, you could also use the water out of that as well. Just brew hot water like you do with hot chocolate and just use that. That's another thing that I have done before. So that is how I came about finding the product and acquired it. What are Ideal Oats? They are a very nutritious, on-the-go type product. It has high protein, also has a very good source of fiber. I believe these are all about 6 to 7 grams of fiber per cup, which is amazing. and they all have 20 grams of protein, which is also amazing. The ingredients they use, they are never use like a quick or instant oat. And if you guys know me at all or watch any of my daily vlogs, you know that I only use the old-fashioned rolled oats, and that is what they use in this product as well, which is great. I really feel like they keep you full longer when you do old-fashioned rolled oats versus the instant oats or quick cooking oats. That's just my preference. I do use some of those other ones in cooking recipes, but as far as just for consuming as oatmeal, I really prefer the old-fashioned rolled oats. It does have a milk protein isolate. I don't know enough about that to really comment on it. As far as sweeteners, there is no added sugar at all. Any sugars that pop up on the label are just natural sugars from the fruit. And as far as sweetening it though, they do use erythritol, stevia, and monk fruit. I am familiar with erythritol from, you know, low carb products that I've had, or just other, you know, products that I've had that have that is a sugar alcohol, but it is a natural substance that is found in fruits and vegetables. Stevia, I think a lot of people are familiar with stevia. It is also a natural product, natural sweetener, not an artificial sweetener. And monk fruit, I don't know a lot about monk fruit either, but I have heard about it and I've seen it in the stores, and I have been curious about it. So I am going to do a little more research on monk fruit. I've heard that it is kind of the sweetener of choice for people who try to stay away from artificial sweeteners. So those are the different types of sweeteners that they use in their products. One of the things I do know about stevia and what I'm pretty sure I've heard about monk fruit is that one of the things that does not raise your insulin levels, which is what some artificial sweeteners and sugar does as well. Very clean ingredients that I've heard of, and very few ingredients, which is really nice. I didn't have any other instant oats to compare it to, but they did provide me, and also on their website you can see kind of an us versus them thing, which I will talk about here in a few minutes. As far as the ease of preparation, I already said it was so super simple. You literally just heat up some water, pour it in there. There's a line on the side. Let me see if you can see it on camera. There's a line on the side right there. That is your guide for filling it up. So you just don't fill it over that line. You just stir it. Talking about kind of the texture now. As far as the apple cinnamon and the peanut butter, they both were very thick, very creamy consistency, which was really amazing. Now, Chris at Ideal Oats did let me know in an email that the chocolate raspberry was one of the ones that they did change in the second production. I will have a picture up here so you can see the differences. He showed me what my product is and what the new products are looking like. So you can see they're taking in consideration of what people are saying, and plus their own taste testers. And you know, it's like we all know that taste, but also appearance is important when you're trying to sell a new product. One of the things though, when I first did it, as you'll see, when I first added the water to it, it was a little bit watery, but I came back to it probably about 5 minutes later and it was already thickened up. I feel like it thickened up just as much as the peanut butter banana and the apple cinnamon. So definitely was not disappointed with it. And as far as the rest of them, you'll see that they were just a very thick texture. One of the things that I guess, you know, some people might be put off by is the texture of the oats themselves. But if you're used to eating rolled oats, then that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes no different than if you make your own rolled oats. I know some people who are not familiar or just don't eat rolled oats that often. Like my husband, he does not eat the old-fashioned rolled oats. He prefers like the quick cooking oats. So whenever I'm out of the quick cooking and I am making, like, say, breakfast for dinner and I cook the rolled oats for him, he does not like the consistency of that. He's used to kind of more of the porridge, I guess you would say, kind of. I feel like from what I've seen of what porridge is, it's maybe more of a thicker, creamier, I don't know how to explain it. But these are actual oats. That's what I'm trying to say, is these are actual, you know, whole oats in there, but the whole consistency of it is really super creamy. It's just when you can taste the oats. So I don't know. I think you guys would understand, for those of you who eat rolled oats and have also had instant oats. You guys know what I'm talking about. Taste. Now, they were so good. So now let me just start off with the negative, which it's not really a negative, it's more of a personal preference. I am not really a fan of chocolate at breakfast time. I have made some overnight oats that contain cocoa, and I mean, they're just not my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of that. And so the chocolate raspberry, well, the flavor was good. It's just not, that was probably my least favorite, but that's more of a personal preference. And even though at first it was kind of that watery consistency, like I said, it thickened up, and but the flavor was the same when it was thick and when it was thin. So I tried it both ways, and the flavor did not change at all. The flavor profile did not change. It's just my own personal preference. The raspberries were very good. They were dried, and then once they hydrated up, it was like eating a raspberry. Same with the bananas. You could taste the little pieces of bananas, and they hydrated really well. The apples the same way. Probably my favorite out of the three, definitely the apple cinnamon. That is just one of my favorite, has always been one of my favorite types of oatmeals. The chunky peanut butter banana though is so good. Now I have to say, I was really surprised that it didn't have any, well, I wasn't surprised about artificial sweetener, because I feel like whenever I've eaten any of these things, I have not gotten an artificial sweetener taste from any of these type of sweeteners in the past. Some people who may be more sensitive can taste stevia, but I have never been able to detect that in any foods that contain any of these types of artificial sweeteners, so I didn't have that. But what I was expecting that I did not have was a protein aftertaste. I'm very sensitive to that protein aftertaste. Whenever I have protein bars, any type of protein powder, I'm very sensitive to that kind of chalky, powdery aftertaste. These don't have that. I would say that in the chunky banana, there was a bit of an aftertaste of something, and I'm thinking it was the protein powder, but it was very, very slight, because I was looking for it. That was my main kind of goal as I was tasting each bite was, okay, does this taste like it has a protein oatmeal? Apple cinnamon, not at all. You would never guess this was a protein oatmeal using protein powder at all. The chunky banana one, maybe it had kind of a slight powdery taste just at the end, but, and I really think it was the protein powder that was probably causing that, but I'm not sure. But it definitely wasn't unpleasant. Those two flavors I would eat, definitely eat over and over again. Keeping me fuller, I was blown away by this. Normally I eat my breakfast around 6:30, as you guys know. When I eat oatmeal normally, I have to have my like 9:30, 10 o'clock snack. I mean, right on the bat. I eat it before I go to work, and I get to work, and about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I want something. If I use quick cooking oats, it's within an hour, hour and a half. But with rolled oats, it's normally within, like I say, I eat it about 6:30. Usually by 9:30, I want something. So I had the last one yesterday, and I ate it about 7 o'clock. At 11:30, 12 o'clock, I started getting hungry. And so that is the longest anything. And so I'm guessing it's the protein added to the oats. So it's a combination of the oats and the fiber and the whole grains and then the protein that kept me so full. So I was blown away by that. I did not expect that. So that, and another thing is the serving sizes on these are a little bit larger than the normal serving size. Apple is 82 grams. The chocolate raspberry is 79 grams, and the chunky banana peanut butter is 82 grams. Normal serving size of my oatmeal I make is 40 grams. So it's a little bit heftier of a serving, and I guess that's just probably with the added protein and the fruit. When you compare it to others, and I will have the chart up here, comparing it to others, you'll see that the others, because it may seem like it has quite a bit of calories. So you look at, like, say the chocolate raspberry has 260 calories. But you look at the other competitors, which I had no idea there were so many people who had protein oat cups out there until, actually, I had no idea at all until I saw these ones. And then when I got this chart from them, I was like, whoa, I had no idea. So it has like Kodiak Cakes has them, Quaker has 3 different ones, Bob's Red Mill, and Think Thin has them. So these are all brands I'm familiar with. And looking at them, if you see at the serving sizes, which they use the example here on their chart of the one with the smallest serving size, which is the chocolate raspberry at 79 grams, but it still has more grams per serving than the other ones do. So I'm sure that's why I think it's great they used that smaller one to really show that even their smallest one still beats out. You still get more food, you have less calories, you have less sugar. This product is the only one that does not have added sugar versus the other products that do have some added sugar in there. And this has twice the amount of protein of most of the products and over twice the amount of protein than the rest of them. So I think that's also why you may be fuller longer. By asking, how are they in Smart Points? So they are a little bit hefty in Smart Points, but I don't think they're humongous. So like the apple cinnamon and the chocolate raspberry are 7 Smart Points. The chunky peanut butter banana are 8 Smart Points. My regular serving of oatmeal, just the oatmeal itself without anything else on it, is normally 4 Smart Points, and that's just for the 40 grams of rolled oats. Now I usually add chia seeds on there, which usually adds a point. I add almonds on there, which usually adds a point. I add unsweetened coconut on there, which is usually 0. I'll add fruit in there, which is 0, but I feel like for as long as this keeps me full, you are saving other points for not having to have a morning snack possibly. So I don't think they're too bad, especially for the amount of food that you get. I think it's pretty good. So final note is, like I said, I really, really am excited about these products. I'm excited to see where the company goes and if they come up with other products and more flavors. I really was pleased with this product. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come up with. I don't know, again, if these are going to be sold in stores, but I will have a link to all their social media down below. I know they have a Facebook and an Instagram, and they also have a website. So I will link all those down below so you can see those, and let me know if you have tried these products before. Maybe you guys have heard of them and I just haven't. But I look forward to sharing more with you as I hear more from the company, and if I am lucky enough to get any more products from them, then I will be sharing those with you and doing an update on where they're at. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next taste test and review. Bye guys.